Hi, my name is Aileen, and this video is about the scope of variables in R. Local variables are only available for direct reference inside of a function, and global variables can be accessed both inside and outside it directly. So let's see what that looks like in action. First, we've created a simple function right up here. It creates a local variable called animal and assigns it the string cat. Then it prints the variable animal before ending. Well, let's run it and make sure that it does what it's supposed to do. And you can see there it has printed out cat. Notice that the print statement is within the function and not outside of the function. Now if we try to do the same thing outside of the function, we will get an error. So let's try that now. We're going to try to print animal that was created locally, and we get an error because this variable is not accessible in the global. In contrast, let's create another variable in the global called animal2 that will also store the string cat. So we're going to do that right here. Animal2 is cat, and then we're going to print that. So this is a global variable that we're printing globally. And that worked just fine. It came up with cat here. Now what if we try to access that global variable from within a function? So down here there's a second function we've created, and all this does is print out the global variable animal2. So let's run that. And as you can see down here, it has printed out cat. So functions can access variables in the global without that variable even being passed to the function. It can simply access them. Now, oftentimes we actually want to access values that we've created inside the function. So to do that, we can use the return statement. So an example of that down here, created a third function, and all this function does is create a local variable called animal3, and then it assigns the string dog to it and returns that string. And you can see down here when we call it, we're assigning it to this global variable pet. So when we reference pet, we want to see the string dog that was created locally. So we're passing dog back to the main program. So let's see that in action. So if we run that, on the right here you can see we were able to access our locally created value from outside of the function. If you want to learn more, check out Chapter 7 in the R book.